Welcome to this note. I am so thrilled you're here. Today, we're going to dive deep into the absolute future of digital wealth building. We're talking about understanding and monetizing AI agent architecture. Now, we aren't just talking about another passing tech trend here. We're unpacking a complete, start-to-finish blueprint for designing, building, and scaling autonomous systems that can actually generate passive monthly revenue for you. Think of this as your professional mentorship session, the bridge between cutting-edge AI engineering and real-world entrepreneurship.
So, I want you to start by just asking yourself this. What if your software didn't just sit there waiting for your instructions, but actually did the work for you, right? I mean, for decades, we've treated software as this passive tool. It just waits for our clicks, our typing, our commands. But imagine a world where software acts as an active, thinking digital employee, a system that can take in information, figure out its objectives, make its own decisions, and then execute complex tasks with almost zero human intervention. That is the massive paradigm shift we're exploring today.
Here's the foundational difference, okay? Traditional software operates on static input and output. It follows very fixed logic. If something unexpected happens, well, it usually just breaks or demands a human to step in. AI agents, though, they operate completely differently. They are defined by goal-driven autonomy. Instead of saying, hey, if this happens, then do that, you just give an AI agent an objective. It dynamically observes its environment, reasons, plans out its next steps, uses tools, and then evaluates its own results until that goal is actually achieved. It's wild.
So here's our blueprint for today's note. We'll cover the dawn of autonomous agents, how AI agents really work, memory, RAG, and tools, building multi-agent systems, your AI micro-SaaS blueprint, and finally scaling passive monthly revenue.
All right, let's jump straight into Section 1, the dawn of autonomous agents, a true paradigm shift. We are literally standing at the edge of what is arguably the most significant transformation in software since the World Wide Web. Seriously. I mean, think about it. We started with static, offline software like those early word processors. Then we moved to web and cloud apps, right? Followed by the mobile era, which put all that software right into our pockets. And now we're entering Phase 4, Agentic Computing. And listen, this isn't just a fad. This is the inevitable, highly lucrative next step in our technological history. Systems are moving from being reactive to being totally proactive.
So, what exactly is an AI agent? Well, an AI agent is an intelligent software system capable of pursuing a goal autonomously through reasoning, planning, and tool usage. And here is the most empowering part of this entire note for you. You don't need a massive 100-person engineering team to build one of these. With the right cloud-native architecture, you can orchestrate these intelligent systems as a solo founder or just a small team.
Moving on to Section 2, how AI agents really work, the foundation. Okay, so at the absolute core of autonomous behavior is what we call the intelligence loop. First, an agent receives a goal. Then it observes its environment to gather context, it reasons about its options to create a plan, executes actions based on that plan, and finally evaluates the results so it can learn and update its memory. And it just keeps repeating this feedback cycle until the objective is accomplished. It's essentially a digital cognitive process.
But we really need to clear up a massive misconception here. A large language model, it is not an AI agent. The LLM is just the brain. It generates language and predicts tokens based on the prompts you give it. The AI agent, on the other hand, is the actual working entity. The agent pursues the goals, uses persistent memory, and executes actions through external tools. So the LLM is just one component of the agent, but the agent itself is the complete autonomous system.
Let's get a bit more technical with Section 3, memory, RAG, and tools, the tech deep dive.
First up is RAG, which stands for Retrieval Augmented Generation. You can kind of think of RAG as giving an AI an open book test. Instead of just relying solely on its pre-trained memory, which, as we know, can sometimes lead to those weird hallucinations, the system first retrieves relevant external information. It pulls from private company data, policies, or technical manuals, and then uses that accurate knowledge to generate a response. This is exactly what makes an AI trustworthy enough for real business use.
Now, alongside RAG, we have AI memory. Because without memory, an AI basically treats every single request like it's meeting you for the very first time. But a well-designed architecture, it uses working memory for the task at hand, episodic memory for historical interactions, semantic memory for facts, procedural memory for your specific workflows, and organizational memory for broader enterprise rules. This is how your app evolves from just being a basic tool into a truly intelligent system that can actually maintain long-term customer relationships.
And here is where we give the agent its hands. Tool calling.
This is what allows the AI to actually act in the real world. A user makes a request, the reasoning engine decides what needs to happen, it selects the appropriate tool, and then executes the API. So that could be sending an email, querying a database, or even processing a payment. It validates the result and then responds. Tool integration literally expands what your micro-SaaS can automate in ways we couldn't even imagine a few years ago.
Next up is Section 4, Building Multi-Agent Systems, Scaling the Workforce.
So let me ask you something. What happens when one AI agent just isn't enough? I want you to really think about it. Because if you assign a single agent to be your CEO, your accountant, your marketer, and your support rep all at once, well, it's going to get overwhelmed. The solution here is swarm intelligence. These are distributed systems where multiple specialized agents collaborate, negotiate, and coordinate to solve complex problems collectively.
Think of a multi-agent system a lot like a well-organized corporate department, but run by an AI operating system. So you have a coordinator agent overseeing the whole workflow. It passes a task to a research agent who does the digging and hands its findings over to a content agent. Then that agent drafts the material for the publishing agent. It is an incredibly smooth production line. It's highly scalable and honestly far more resilient than just relying on one single massive AI model.
All right, Section 5, your AI micro-SaaS blueprint, from theory to execution. So what exactly is an AI micro-SaaS? It is a highly focused, subscription-based software business that leverages AI automation to solve a very specific problem with minimal operational effort. And AI just dramatically lowers operating costs here, because the agents are the ones doing the heavy lifting, handling customer support, onboarding, executing workflows. A solo founder can effectively serve thousands of customers without ever needing to hire a massive team. It's a total game changer.
Here are some really high-value AI niches we derived from the top 100 list. We've got automated customer support, AI sales prospecting, autonomous SEO platforms, legal contract review, and intelligent CRM. These examples prove that this technology is totally adaptable to massive, highly profitable industries. The ultimate goal here is specialization. You want to solve one expensive, recurring problem exceptionally well for a very defined audience.
Finally, Section 6, Scaling Passive Monthly Revenue, the Financial Engine.
The absolute magic acronym here is MRR, Monthly Recurring Revenue. Now, passive revenue in this context doesn't mean you do absolutely nothing forever, right? It means your business is designed so that the routine, day-to-day operations, things like onboarding, billing, core service delivery, and support are completely automated by your AI agents. This creates a highly predictable, passive income stream that scales up without needing your direct hourly input. So how do you actually monetize all this? You package these autonomous workflows into sustainable business models. You can use standard subscription plans across different tiers or usage-based pricing where customers pay for AI credits or API calls. You could also do freemium models to encourage rapid user adoption or offer add-on services for premium analytics and dedicated support. These exact pricing strategies are exactly what the most successful founders are using today. But I want to ground you with a really crucial reminder from the source text. It says, technology alone does not create a successful AI business, solving problems does. And that is so true. No matter how brilliant your agent architecture is, true market success and high customer lifetime value, they only come from addressing real, painful, and recurring customer needs. You have to build the technology to serve the solution, not the other way around.
The architecture is here. The multi-agent frameworks, the complex memory systems, the tool calling, it is all available to you right now to create highly profitable micro-SaaS businesses. You are future-ready. You have the blueprint to turn these intelligent systems into a truly sustainable digital enterprise. So the only question left for you is this. While everyone else is still out there just clicking buttons, what autonomous empire will you build? Thank you so much for joining me in this note, and I absolutely cannot wait to see what you bring to life.